wasn't here, and you did a fine job with Jeremiah, as I was saying. So we're glad. Make yourself at home for sure. 1 out of 3. Okay. Also, it's Melissa and Dana, right? And raise your hands again, Melissa and Dana, and let's welcome them. Now, they were here a few weeks ago when I was out of the country, and if you haven't had a chance to meet them, be sure you do during our greeting time. I would like to say hi to a first-time visitor coming from near Purdue University in Indiana, and that's Maxine Shanks. So Maxine, raise your hand. We want to welcome you. And Maxine, she just was visiting and said, I'm going to go find myself a church. So here she is today. We're so glad you're with us, Maxine. And then we would like to say hello to Myrna's son, Mike, who's visiting from Florida. So Mike, if you would, raise your hand. I told him earlier when I met him that we're not letting him take his mother back to Florida. But then he came into the prayer room and started praying up a storm and said, and we're not letting you go either. So you're both here, but we're glad you're with us. Myrna, is there one more Sunday you have with us still? Next Sunday. Okay, so we'll have a chance to send you on your way with prayers and love and all these kinds of things. I would also like to introduce you to my wife's sister. Iris is right here. Iris, raise your hand. That's you. And Iris, like Mike, is visiting from Florida. She's a native of Miami, Florida. She's in town, well, because she has a son serving the Coast Guard in the rain, and he and his wife are about to have their first baby last week. So that baby is coming, and her cell phone is on. If she runs out of the service, it's not because she doesn't like the preaching. It's because, well, it may be that, but we will pretend it's because the baby's on the way. So, Iris, we wish you well. I'm glad you came to be with us today. And, of course, she's helping take care of Dahlia's mother, who's with us. And if you hear some outbursts from time to time in the service, that's just Mom in her stage of memory loss and this sort of thing. So we'll be patient with her. And then I would like to say hello to the Miller family who visited a few weeks ago. They're back today, and I want you to know Greg Miller, Darla Miller, and 2 sons. It's Jeff and it's Jack. Do I have that right? All right. And then another son who is studying at Pittsburgh Theological Seminary, and that's Alex, who's married. And I need to say more. It's not just a Miller family. This is Dr. Greg Miller from Malone University, professor of history, who has the highest reputation as teacher and scholar. And I heard him speak even, was that yesterday or 2 days ago, to the new students, and just did a tremendous job. And we're just so blessed to have them. And Dr. Greg is also my son Joseph's advisor in the department where Joseph is studying. So he is in wonderful hands, and I know Joseph is just thrilled to know that Dr. Miller's here. And you can be with him and not get graded in this particular occasion. Now, there may be somebody else that's visiting. What do we have over here? Yes, please, tell us a bit, if you don't mind, just tell us who you are and how you got here and that sort of thing. Okay, you're with the Testa. Did you say it was Phil? Phil, we're glad to have Phil with the Testa family. The Testas are in the house. We're so glad. All right, Barb is here with people on either side of her. Barb, you're either worshiping the Lord or you're calling our attention. What is it, Barb? Tell us. Okay. Wonder. Okay, we have so many visitors. Is there anybody that actually goes to this church that's been here? Or after today, I'm all alone. What's going on? We are just glad. We're glad to welcome the Sloan family back as well. Let's give the Lord thanks that they're back with us. And they took their missionary trip to Peru within recent weeks. And on August the 10th, Dr. David and his family are going to share their trip. And I don't think I will be here, but you'll be here to support them and hear about their trip to Peru. Now, has that covered everyone that's visiting with us, either recently or for the first time? All right. For those of you, if you don't mind, those of you who I just welcomed as new or semi-new, I want you to just stand up for just a quick moment. All those folks that I just introduced as new or semi-new, stand to your feet. Yeah. If you would, real quick. And I want everyone else who's sitting down to look at these people, and as we go and greet one another, you better find 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, hug them, introduce them, to yourself, welcome them, and then we'll try to get this thing back together and move on with our service. So let's have a time to go and greet one another.